Rob Anderson with Dollar Moves. I'd like to welcome you to another video. So in today's video, I am actually doing a little multitasking. It's Memorial Day weekend. Well, now it's past the week. I guess it's still considered weekend. It's Memorial Day. But I'm heading out to do some sourcing right now. And I'm going to be sourcing for both of my businesses today. And if you don't know, I opened up a second Amazon account. Got Amazon's blessing and everything to run it from the same place, from the same IP address. And so I opened up that second Amazon account for my other business that my brother and I have that's an S corporation. We basically turned that into a reselling business. And so I wanted to kind of talk about that. So we started it, we got it all changed over to the reselling business probably 3 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. And then last week we opened up the Amazon account and got ungated in all the categories that are easily ungated. And in fact, I made a video about it, that if you don't know how to get ungated in Amazon, you have to be approved to sell in different categories like clothing and shoes and things like that. And I made a video about it. You can find it at dollarmoves.com/YT approve myself. That's dollarmoves.com/YT approve myself. That's for YouTube, approve myself. And that video will show you exactly like how you can get ungated and get to selling in these categories quickly. And so I got ungated in all these categories, and we've been doing a bit of shopping for the business, mostly textbooks, starting with the lower cost stuff to really build this business on its own. And so we've been buying a bunch of textbooks, and we started looking around at different things and kind of trying to figure out, well, what are we going to sell in that business? Because we both said, my brother and I both have separate Amazon accounts of our own. And so we both said we would not overlap the niches that we're in. So we both said we would drop books from our separate Amazon businesses and that we wouldn't touch each other's niches. So it's kind of interesting. So we're starting out in this Amazon business as a fresh new business, and it's really strange to not be approved in grocery and not be approved in health and beauty. And it's really weird for me, and we're trying to figure out, okay, so what do we want to sell? What do we want to really focus this business on? And we're learning about new niches that we want to get into. So it's a really interesting time, and I guess that what I'm trying to tell you is that I can empathize with the new folks, like getting started in this thing and trying to figure out, well, what am I going to sell on Amazon? Now, we have a lot of experience and everything, so there's a difference there, but it's really interesting to be like, okay, so we know we want to do books. Now what's the next thing? What else do we add to this? What other area do we go to? And so far we're kind of thinking about making it like a research as part of it for what we, getting into things that maybe we haven't tried with our other businesses. And so in that aspect, it's really neat. But I just wanted to let you know, like, I definitely understand with you folks who've started out a new business and you're kind of wondering like, oh, what do I sell? I mean, we are pretty much at that level too right now. And so with this new business, and it's really interesting. So one of the things that's kind of cool is that because I have different places I buy stuff. I have pretty much I know I can go and buy stuff from different places that if I've got the money, I can spend it for the most part, right? But now I'm finding that I'm going to places and I'm reverting back to what I used to have to do in the beginning, where it was scan everything, and then find out whatever's not working, and then going to different areas of the store or different stores and scanning there and basically rebuilding it, because we can't overlap our businesses. So we're being forced to find new products and new areas to sell in. So it's really cool in that aspect, but at the same time, it's just like, wow, it's really interesting to not to also be like, oh, we got to make sure that whatever we're buying in, that we're not restricted from that, because we're not used to being restricted in our other businesses. So it's really interesting. And I guess I'm just wanting to let you know that I definitely understand how that feels. I would recommend, if you haven't been approved in the categories that are easily able to be ungated in, that you do that as soon as possible. And you can find that video that I made at dollarmoves.com/YT approve myself. That's dollarmoves.com/YT approve myself. And that'll show you just how to get ungated in that. And so some of the things that we're going to do in the future soon here is getting ourselves ungated in grocery, and also getting ourselves ungated in the health and beauty, because those are two areas that, you know, a lot of things fall under, and we want to be able to sell in as many categories as possible. So it's just interesting when you have all that stuff available to all of a sudden not, and being restricted to those areas, to certain areas only. It's a real interesting thing. So just want to let you know, I'm empathetic to that. I recommend you getting ungated in everything that you can, that you plan on selling in. And even if it's easy to get ungated in everything that you maybe are not planning on selling in, because you might as well. You might come across that thing that, you know, is something that you really want to sell in, or that maybe you can make a ton of money in, and you just didn't even know that was there. And if you're ungated, you're able to sell it. So I hope this video made sense. I'm kind of rambling, I feel like, but I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like what you saw, please go ahead and thumbs up. Positive comments down below. You go to dollarmoves.com, sign up for the email newsletter, and I'd love to have you as a subscriber on the channel here. And again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.